I've had an office in New York and then LA for about 7 years now, ever since I went freelance, and I have all my gear here. I meet clients. Mostly I have this gigantic server that has all of my data on it. It runs 24/7. One of the main drawbacks is the size of the thing. It's several hundred pounds. You can't move it. You need to have the right environment in terms of temperature. If it overheats, it dies. So you got to keep the entire office cool. Obviously, to run a server, you need someone to help you manage it in terms of software and backup software and fiber connections, Ethernet connections. It's not something you just pull out of a box and install and go. It's a pretty involved process. So this new G-Speed Studio XL is a really wonderful, compact RAID 5 solution for me. It's super fast, it's super quiet, and it's really small. And the beauty of it is, it'd be economically prohibitive for me to have two of these massive servers in two different locations, but having two of these XLs, one in New York and one in LA, is pretty realistic. It's gotten so much easier to access your data now that it's almost about being able to have access to all of your data at once. And the G-Speed Studio XL allows me to have 64 terabytes at my fingertips. I can find a file and FTP it or transfer it to clients via the internet in ways that were only a distant dream just a few years ago. I've been waiting for several years to be able to cut the cord to this office and this big server. And now that I have these smaller, more portable drives and I can have more than one of them, it really opens up the possibility for me to have multiple places I can work out of and spend more time on the road and moving around as opposed to being anchored here. I think as you grow as a filmmaker or as an artist, you realize that knowledge is important. Technique is important, gear is important. But at the end of the day, it's always the creativity, it's the ideas. And you find that the best time you can spend is on creating with others. All this hardware stuff is important to keep you running, but the less time you spend at that, the more time you actually dedicate to the important part that's going to actually get you ahead. In many ways, this type of technology allows me to focus on what I really care about, which is telling stories.